Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is for Cheeky Studio, and it is Friday, Mixed Media Friday with Miranda and Tuesday. And today I did a little bit of a different type of mixed media. I decided to dig back into my old stash and realize that I would like to kind of scrap lift one I've already done. I didn't put the picture on here, but you can see what I'm going to be using for embellishments. I did some fussy cutting and all that kind of stuff already. And of course I'm using my kit. And these two pictures here, I will explain these pictures here in a little bit. The paper that I grabbed is this wood grain paper that looks exactly like these boats that I'm on. And I'll explain what they are and all that stuff while I'm doing the mixed media that you will see me do. So I grabbed out 3 different types of shimmer products, a Texturez, a Paste-eez, and then one of the Acritonez. And I wanted to draw lines. And so how I did it was that I just took it and I just drew it. You'll see what I do. I just go ahead and get the line. So it looks like it'll look a little weird to begin with, but it turns out in the end, I just love it. But the thing is that these colors are very, very different for me, but the pictures that I have is different colors for me. They're wood grained, very, very wood grained-ish, as you could tell in the picture. And the only really color that they have is the green and the blue. So the January, wow. We haven't even gotten to that point yet. The January kit is Valentine-ish, which is done in February. However, I decided to take a little bit of a different take on these, and you'll see what I mean once you start to see me embellish. So like I said, I just took 3 different colors, and I wanted to look different on the page. So I make them into stripes, but I don't go all the way across the page. And I make it look like I feathered it in and out when I'm done. And it isn't a lot of mixed media that I did on here, but it's enough to make it really stand out for the pictures that I'm doing. And while you're watching this, the pictures, you will see my title called Platnas, which is the boats. That's what they are called, and they are rowed by Platnas that are big. I mean, these guys are just muscly looking dudes. They're not like the gondolas that you see like in Venice or anything down the canals where they're all dressed fancy dancy and all of that. These guys are just in their jeans and a t-shirt and just rowing away to get us out to this church that's on this island out on Lake Bled. And you go out to this church, and to me, all of the hype that you would read on the internet and this, that, and the other, we got out there, and I'm like, this is what I came out here for? The ride was amazing. I loved it. It was so peaceful. It was just genuine, one of the best times I've ever went. Right here, where I am doing is that I'm splattering. So I took some water and I'm making it look like it got water spots. So when it dries, you will see the spots on it. And I do a close-up. So this is what I'm doing here. Going out to the island and back, the first picture is the boat that we rode on, or that I rode on. I did this as a babysitting trip. So a family took me on their vacation, and I babysat or nannied their children for, I think I was with them for like 6 or 7 days. And we went out to Lake Bled, and there was a bunch of other stuff I did, a bunch of waterfalls and all of this kind of stuff. So I had some downtime. And I enjoyed this ride because it was so peaceful. It was not long. There's the water spots I was telling you about. It wasn't like a long trip to get in and out from there, but I just loved it. So the first picture, obviously, that you see with the oar is the boat that I rode on. And then the other one is all of these boats were lined up, and I just love taking pictures, and this just reminded me of, it was just a gorgeous picture for it, so that's why I took it. And of course I have to scrap these, so this was very, very, very much out of my element. These colors aren't my normal colors that you would see me do, so I challenged myself from point A all the way to point B on the finish line here. So I hope that you enjoy that this is a different color setup for me, and enjoy to try to challenge yourself with stepping out of the norm and not using your normal colors in your normal pictures and turning them black and white so you can do whatever colors you want. On that, challenge yourself. It really, you know, that's the one thing about this industry, this community that we're in, is we always want to take it to that next step. And that's what I hope I did and achieved for you guys in this particular layout. I took the wrapping that Tuesday or Cheeky Studio sends to us, and I used it as my backing. That's all I used for layering on this, because I really wanted the emphasis to, yes, be on the pictures, but what I did around them on this time around. So I fussy cut out, she sent us the 4x6 Project Life cards, and I decided to fussy cut out one of the cards for like the flowers and stuff. So that's what you see here. And then the blue type one that's down on the bottom that you'll see me start to fussy with here shortly, that one was also on one of the 4x6, I think it is, cards, and I fussy cut out those feathers. You will see I struggled just a little bit because I forgot that I wanted to place this feather one underneath the bottom, and I glued down, as you could tell, so I had to kind of play with it. So you see me struggle. I'm like, why did I do that? Excuse me, sorry about that. And but I get it. I slowly but surely get it. I hope that you're having a fantastic January, and that your weekend will be, you know, fun-filled, whether it's just to hang out at the house or something planned to do. But you see here that I'm just fussy cutting this down, like I said, or not fussy cutting, but putting it down. Excuse me about that. Sorry. So in the right hand, upper right hand, you see my little sticky note. I wanted to make sure I spelled this right, because I knew what it was called and I knew what these boats were, but I wanted to make sure I got the right spelling. And of course I did it in their language. So because it's Lake Blood is in Sylvania. So that's what I did there. And then at the end, I think I put it, yeah, I think I do put it in here. I also add blood. I didn't have enough for lake blood, but I know for you guys that are watching this, you haven't seen all of my scrapbooking pages for this, but I've already did my cover sheet that I do for each trip that I took while we were in Europe, and I've already done one that says Lake Blood. So I just wanted to fill out the word blood on the bottom, just so that it kind of falls with the theme of my pages in my album. I also are starting to put down all of these little embellishments that I cut up and these flowers, and I took some bows and I added them in the top right hand corner and the bottom left hand corner. And I start to bring out these stickers. I love these stickers. They are very easy to take off, but they stick. Like, I don't have an issue at all with the stickers. And I just wanted to kind of place them around in there because I really like the colors. Always make sure, as you're seeing me do this too, I want you to go check out Tuesday's channel as well, and I'll have that link down below. Obviously, hit that like button if you like this layout and anything that I do for Cheeky Studio. My discount code is Miranda 10, and that'll be listed down below as well. And also hit that subscribe button so that you get notifications anytime that I upload videos. Not only for Cheeky Studio, but for anything else as well. And just to get back to the layout, here I am. I'm placing down all these other little things, and I get out some feathers and I place them there. Off camera, I will do the sequins, and I added another flower to it that you will see in the still shots. Obviously, I have the still shots at the end. And here I am. I'm placing one of the last stickers down and one of the fussy cut ones that I did. And I really liked how this turned out. It's very, very different for me, but I really do like it. So here I'm counting to try to figure out how to do like bled. So I just decided to put bled. I know that it sounds like I should be bleeding or something, but I'm not, I promise. It's just that's the lake that we were on. And I just like that it said that, because off camera right beside that I do my journaling, and I do move the word Platnas. I make that all over too off camera. And the last piece here is that I add these wine bottles and the grapes. I love how this turned out. I like the fact that these are on there because people did drink while they were rowing back and forth. So I hope that you like this layout, and I will be talking to you guys soon. I hope to hear from you soon. Bye!